Good afternoon, and welcome to the Bluefield State College virtual open house for our Radiologic Technology and Imaging Science programs. My name is Dr. Anthony Underwood, and I'm the Chief Enrollment Officer at the college. Please make sure your microphones are muted for the sake of clarity and to make sure that all can hear our presenters. There will be time for questions, and we ask that you use the chat access at the bottom of your screen to ask your questions. I'll be happy to read those so everyone can hear them and share in the responses. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Provost and Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs for Bluefield State College, Dr. Ted Lewis.
Thank you, Dr. Underwood. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Ted Lewis, and I serve as the Provost and Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs here at Bluefield State College. On behalf of our faculty, staff, and administration, it's my privilege to welcome you. Bluefield State College is a very special place that's played a significant role in the life and development of higher education in West Virginia. You'll find that Bluefield State provides a friendly and safe environment with a deeply supportive staff and faculty committed to helping you along your journey to success. We empower students by creating spaces where you can have a robust educational experience on a daily basis and achieve your academic and professional goals. Bluefield State offers a variety of certificates, 2- and 4-year degree majors in 4 schools. The School of Nursing and Allied Health, which you'll hear much more about later this afternoon, the W. Paul Cole Jr. School of Business, the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, what we call our STEM school, and the School of Education, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Among these are 11 nationally accredited programs. We also have 10 NCAA athletic teams. With smaller class sizes, you have the opportunity to get to know your instructors and work with them much more closely. Student support services include academic tutoring and mentoring, counseling, cultural enrichment trips, seminars, workshops, open computer lab access, veteran services, and services for students with disabilities. The Student Life Office is dedicated to assisting you to gain as much as possible from your total college experience by providing you with leadership opportunities, cultural and educational activities, entertainment, intramural activities, events both on and off campus, and more than 24 student organizations. U.S. News recently ranked Bluefield State College as one of the top 15 public schools in the South and the top public school in the state of West Virginia. Our students excel both academically and athletically, with teams winning world championships in Globus Business Simulation, International Intelligent Ground Vehicle Competition, and AutoNav Challenge, national championships in USCA Men's Golf and ECAC Women's Basketball, and regional championships in Enactus Business Competition, Steel Bridge Building, and Men's Tennis. Many wonderful things are happening at Bluefield State College, and we look forward to having you as a part of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis. With programs and career information regarding our Radiologic Technology and Imaging Science programs, let us welcome Professor Melissa Hay, Associate Professor of Radiologic Technology, and Amanda Quessenberry, Clinical Track Coordinator of Ultrasonography. Professor Hay?
Dr. Underwood, if you have my PowerPoint while she's trying to get technical difficulties, we can do that, or I can just do the brief overview without the PowerPoint if you want to do that.
I have the PowerPoint that Professor Hay provided. Is that okay?
Yeah, well, we'll wait till she gets back on. She texted me and said her thing was breaking up. Just to intro, I'm Dr. Angela Lambert. I'm the Dean of the School of Nursing and Allied Health.
I have your presentation, Dr. Lambert, if you like.
Okay, is Melissa back on? Yeah, go ahead and do mine, and then maybe she can get connected.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to Bluefield State College and the School of Nursing and
Okay. Just one moment, please. I had to pull that up.
Welcome to Bluefield State College and the School of Nursing and Allied Health. I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview of our school, the programs we offer, and provide you information to contact me. Later, you'll get to speak with our directors of each of the programs and get further information on the needs that you will have to accomplish to be a part of those programs. Welcome, and let's get started. Within the School of Nursing and Allied Health, we offer associate degree programs in nursing and radiologic technology. We also offer an accelerated LPN to RN program, the bachelor's degree of nursing, a bachelor's degree of science and imaging science, where you can concentrate in various modalities, including sonography. Our Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Bachelor of Science in Imaging Science are completely online programs. New to the School of Nursing and Allied Health and Bluefield State College is the Bachelor of Science in Allied Health Education. We also run a certificate for medical administrative assistants, which is a collaboration with the School of Nursing and Allied Health courses and the School of Business. All programs are offered on our Bluefield State main campus as well at the Irma Bird Center. Our nursing and radiologic technology programs require collaborations with clinical facilities. You can see here just a brief list of some of the area hospitals that we partner with for those clinicals to be accomplished. This, of course, is not all of the places that you may have to go to do clinical rotations. We also have partnerships with a number of colleges and universities that we accept transfer credit. We have collaborative programs where you get embedded credit, and these are just a snapshot of those. The Associate Degree Nursing and Associate Degree Radiologic Technology programs require clinical experiences that prepare you for real-world work. The Bachelor of Science in Sonography and Bachelor of Science in Nursing also have clinical experiences within their curriculum. In addition to clinical experiences, Bluefield State has state-of-the-art labs for our students to practice and to check off on competencies. These are on both campuses. We pride ourselves in being able to provide one-on-one education with our small class sizes and individualized attention. A brand new program to Bluefield State is being offered in the School of Nursing and Allied Health. This degree is the Bachelor of Science in Allied Health Education. It affords the graduate opportunities to work in a variety of healthcare settings, such as hospitals, clinics, commissions on aging, nursing homes, even hospice units, outpatient psychology units. There are a vast number of things that this degree can afford the graduate to do. The program consists of science courses, health courses. It also has a component of health service management. So if the student is interested in doing education for billing, for insurance purposes, if the graduate is working in home health and has to aid in teaching some of those things to the clients, they get a well-rounded experience in a variety of areas. A lot of psychology courses are in here, and also education courses, foundations to education, diversity in education, so that the graduate has a background or at least a little knowledge there in how education should be developed. Again, new to the School of Nursing and Allied Health, new to Bluefield State, and we're excited to see some graduates and some interest in this program. Bluefield State College's School of Nursing and Allied Health recognizes healthcare employment trends and the needs, and we work to provide the education necessary to meet those demands. As you saw in one of the previous slides, we have a variety of clinical agency affiliations, and we work very closely with those agencies to assure that we are meeting their demands for employment.
And
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Lambert. Did you want to add anything else to the
I
close
was just
there?
going to say, if there are any further questions that Ms. Hay or Ms. Quesenberry do not cover this evening, I'm happy to take those. I will be on after their presentations as well. And we do hope you choose our programs at Bluefield State.
Great, thank you very much, Dr. Lambert. Professor Hay, are you ready for your presentation?
I am ready.
Great. I'll go ahead and share that presentation if you'll just provide me one moment. Okay, here we go. There you go.
I am Melissa Hay, and the director of the Radiologic Technology Program in Imaging Science. And Amanda Quesenberry is with me as well, who is the coordinator of our Sonography Concentration in the BS Imaging Science program. We currently have the requirements up for the Radiologic Technology program, which is a 2-year associate degree. In high school or college, you need to have a math, biology, and chemistry or physics with a C or better. You also need to have an overall GPA of 2.5 or better. These are the minimums, so the higher that you are, the better off you are. We take applications between September 1st and December 15th each year for the following year's admissions. The ATITs is taken, and new this year, the Sonography Concentration admissions is also requiring the ATITs to be taken. We want a minimum score of 58.7 on your composite. You have to be eligible for radiology to be in Math 101 and English 101 when you come into when you're accepted into the program. You cannot come to us and take Math 101L or English 101L. So those are things that are really important for our incoming students to understand that they need to have. You can move to the next slide. This is a scoring sheet, and it's found on our AS Radiology website, and we will be adding the one for the sonography to the website. It currently does not include the T's, but this is a snapshot of what we do, and we check off that you're eligible for Math 101, and you have to be eligible for English 101 to be able to go into Anatomy 101 in the fall of the program. We also check off that you've had the chemistry or physics, the high school or college, and then we move on. High in the point settings, we go back to the highest ATIT's composite score and rank in that order. So if people have 25 and we need to put them in order, we'll go back and look at that ATIT's composite score. The next slide shows you the ATITs and all of the ways that we rank. And if you look, even though we tell you the 58.7 composite is what we want you to have, that is the minimum, and you get scores there. We don't tell you what scores we want for reading, math, science, and English language usage, but we do utilize those sections on the ATITs for points. If you're high school or college, we use your GPA. We have currently, we're in revision process, but we currently give high school students a 6-point addition. That's because the A&P1 and A&P2 can be taken by the college students to get scores. If you take that more than once, say you take it the first time and make a C, and the second time and get an A, we're going to take points off so you wouldn't get the full points for the A. If you come to us and already have a college degree, a master's, a bachelor's, or an associate, that also gives you some points. So this is the current one that we are working on revisions for the class that people would be applying for the summer of 2021. The summer begins in the second summer term, which would be summer 2021. Once you are admitted or given the opportunity to be admitted, there are health requirements, background checks that have to be done, uniform purchases. Each semester that students are in the program, they must have a drug screen. The one drug screen that is done each semester comes out of our student fee accounts. If there is an issue, those additional drug screens might have to be paid for out of pocket by students. We also have deadlines back to talk about even just the admissions deadline. When you get a letter from the admissions department that says you need to respond and accept or reject the program by a certain date, if you don't respond by that date, we'll move on to the next person if you either don't respond or you reject. We have to make sure that things are right for our clinical settings. So these deadlines are crucial, and there are deadlines to do hospital orientations, and those type things, again, have to be done as quickly as possible. We can move to the next slide. Once you get a radiology advisor, we're going to make sure that you meet with that advisor and that you are progressing. If you are a pre-radiology student, you will get a radiology advisor, and we will keep you on track. We will make sure that you are getting the courses that you need, that you are in what you need to be in. It is important that you meet with that radiology advisor or that sonography, pre-sonography advisor, so that you are getting told the right thing each semester so that you can move forward. This is our radiology 45-hour evaluation. It includes all the courses, the 60 credit hours that you need to be able to move forward in the radiology program. Our courses have to be taken, DT courses have to be taken in sequence. You must either take the anatomies in the semester they are, or have previously taken them in order to, along with the math, in order to move forward, because there are several prerequisites. Anatomy 1 is a prerequisite for RAD Procedures 2. Anatomy 2 is a prerequisite for RAD T212, which is a summer course. Math is a prerequisite for Image Equipment and Acquisition 2. Can move forward. Just a little bit of information about our credentialing exam rate. We, for the past 3 years, have had 100%. We had a hiccup in 2016, but 54 out of 58 over the last 5 years have taken and successfully passed the ARRT exam. Can move on. Job placement. This says for the past 5 years, but it has been for the past probably 10 years that we have had a 100% job placement rate. This is for graduates who are seeking employment within the 12 months of graduation. So we have a benchmark that we want 75% to do it, but we have 100%. We can move on. This is some pictures of our first years in our lab in Beckley. If you look to the slide on the left, this is our state-of-the-art Phantom that we were provided, and our students, it is a real human bone Phantom, and it moves like a human, and they can position it like they do a human patient in the clinical labs. So these are used for our procedures. We can move to the next slide. And these are our Bluefield ones. If you look at the phantom there on the left, that is a real human skull encased in plastic for the students to learn to position and do procedures on. You can see that in the one on the right as well. We can move on. Our imaging science, we have concentrations in sonography, nuke med, and computed tomography. I'll let Mrs. Quessenberry talk to you about the sonography concentration, because it can be either beyond the AS RadTech or a 4-year. But nuclear medicine and CT, you must complete the AS RadTech, and it doesn't just have to be Bluefield State students. It can be any technologist who has a radiography degree to finish these. Nuclear medicine is in collaboration with Chattanooga State Community College in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and computed tomography is in conjunction and correlation with Southern West Virginia Community and Technical College. These degrees are beyond the associate, and you get a bachelor's of imaging science, nuclear medicine, or CT concentration. And once they're finished, they should be ready to take the CT or nuclear medicine boards. Ms. Quessenberry, do you want to talk about the imaging science sonography?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. We have 2 tracks. You can do the +2, which means you can do 2 years in the RadTech program or nursing. Register at the end of your year. You apply to the ultrasound or sonography program, and then you complete, and then you will, I'm sorry, it says my internet's unstable. Then you would come into the sonography program to do that. The other option, the other track is the 4-year. For the first 2 years, you're going to complete general education requirements that require, but not limited to, anatomy and physiology, physics, college algebra, communications, imaging science courses. And then you would apply to the ultrasound or sonography program, and then you would, if you get accepted, then you would complete the last 2 years of that program. You'd have to have a 2.5 GPA in your courses if you do the 4-year, and you have to complete each course with a C or better. We do have a machine on campus that we do labs where you learn how to scan before you're sent out to clinics. And you are eligible to sit for your registry through the ARDMS upon graduation in the general sonography tracks, which is abdomen and OBGYN. Or anything else you can think of?
Do you want to move to the next slide? And now, Mr. Underwood, if you want, you can do our student testimonials for the radiography student and the sonography student.
Okay. I'm happy to do that. Let's actually, let me bring that up. We'll do the.
Hey guys, my name's Courtney Hall.
We'll do radiology technology first.
Hey guys, my name's Courtney Hall and I'm a 2nd year in the radiology program, and I just wanted to give y'all some insight on my personal experience. My teachers have absolutely prepared me to graduate and to take my registry. They've given me all the information I need. They have absolutely taught it to me, and they have shown me how to use it. In clinic, I have learned how to do everything by myself, and I actually, by the end of my second year, I was doing everything by myself. It's really great there. They give you all the opportunities to learn, and you get to see some really cool things, and I think that's what's really great. Also, for your registry, all of the teachers have given me the information I need and more to take my test, and I can ultimately say I'm prepared to take it. Because of them, I actually have a job already coming out of graduation. I'll start in June at CAMC General. Miss Hay emailed us all with the opportunity to go apply there, and I actually was able to get the job, which is pretty exciting. They helped me do a resume. They showed me what should and should not be on it. They helped me do a job application, and they actually do some mock interviews, and they grade you on them, and they teach you what you should and shouldn't do there as well. So they prepare you for everything. They prepare you to work in clinic. They prepare you to take your registry, and they prepare you to get a job. I can say this program has 100% helped me fulfill my goals, and I'm actually really excited to go out in the world and put these skills to use. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So thank you to all my teachers, and good luck to you guys.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. Now we're going to take a look at Ms. Hedrick, who is a student representing the sonography program.
Hi, I'm Sarah Hedrick, and I'm a senior through Bluefield State's sonography program. I chose Bluefield because they offered my program that I wanted to be in, and they, through the Irma Bird Center, allowed me to stay home with my family. To begin, I started out doing 2 years of prerequisites, which then I transitioned into the program, which was 2 years of learning ultrasound and the basics to it, and getting hands-on before getting into a clinical experience. And this clinical experience has really helped me to understand and get a grip on ultrasound in a workforce platform. It's not easy. No medical field is easy. And ultrasound will definitely have its difficulties, but you get to form a support group with your classmates and your advisors and the technicians you meet in the clinical setting. And all this helps you to form the confidence that you need in yourself, that you understand what you're looking at and that you understand everything that's going on. And Bluefield's really helped me prepare for that. They've offered numerous helping hands to me, and I've been able to develop more confidence in myself, and I've been able to learn ultrasound. So if there's a point that I can get across to new students coming into the program, it's to don't be afraid to ask questions. You have that support group behind you, and to just remain confident in yourself. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And those are some great, great testimonials.
Let me kind of go off of that too, and let you know that Courtney is still employed, and Courtney passed her registry on her first attempt the week after graduation. So she, along with all of her classmates, are now certified. And if they don't have a job, most of them are searching. And we actually have one graduate who moved on into the ultrasound concentration with Mrs. Questenberry.
All right. Were there any other points you wanted to share, Professor Hay, or should we move in to see if there are questions?
Just to let everyone know, we are accepting the applications, and if they need something or they have questions, then they can email me for radiology or Ms. Questenberry for sonography. Ms. Questenberry, you have anything else other than that?
No, just if they have questions, just please reach out to us. We're here for you to answer anything we can.
Okay, for those folks listening online, if you have any questions of the gathered faculty here tonight, please feel free to go ahead and ask those questions through your chat access. Once again, that is at the bottom of your screen. Just hover your mouse near the bottom of your screen and you'll see a button with a little talk balloon that says chat. And if you'll click that and type your message in that, we can all see what your question is. I'm sure the faculty will be happy to answer that. Does anyone have any questions whatsoever before we talk a little bit about admission and financial aid? We do have one question. A student has asked, when will I be able to specialize in MRI?
As far as MRI, what currently happens is you have to have the radiologic technology 2-year degree, and there are a couple ways that things happen with specializing there. Sometimes you can do it on the job if there is a site that it will agree to train you on the job, and then you work with them to get the competencies and to get the information you need to take the MRI certification exam. We actually have a graduate this year who went on to, or last year, who went on to an MRI school, and everything was online except for clinical things, and she's been working through there. So there are a couple ways, and there are opportunities in our program for students to rotate through MRI to make sure it is what they want to do. We've had a lot of students come in who said they want to do a certain modality, and then they come in and they go, that's not what I want to do. I really like this modality. So we try to give all of our students lots of opportunities for all the modalities, because radiography has a wide range of modalities to train in.
Thank you. Are there any other questions for the faculty? Okay, great. If you happen to think of some, go ahead and ask, and towards the end, we'll circle back around and ask those questions. It's not your only opportunity, so feel free to type out your questions while we talk just for a short while about admissions and financial aid. So when talking about admissions and financial aid, we're really talking about admission to the college. That's a little bit separate from admission to the program. In fact, admission to the program will have, in many cases, higher requirements than admission to the college as a whole. So if you're admissible to the program, you're certainly admissible to the college. As a general rule, you do need to apply for admission, not just to the program, but to the college. And you can, of course, do that at bluefieldState.edu/apply, and that will take you straight to the application to the college, and then for admission to the college process. We are going to need your high school transcripts, and if you've attended any college whatsoever of any kind, we'll need the transcript from all of the colleges. Sometimes students say, oh, well, I didn't do so well at one of my past colleges, and I'd like not to bring that credit in. You do have to bring all of your transcripts in, so make sure that we receive all of your past transcripts. For admission to the college, we do typically require an ACT or SAT score. However, the governor of the state of West Virginia has enabled a process that allows us to admit people to the college without regard to their ACT or SAT test score. However, selective programs like nursing and RadTech and others are still allowed to have those standards. And so you have to make sure that you're meeting not just the standards for admission to the college, but standards for admissions to the program as covered earlier. But of course, if you're not immediately admissible to the program, you can go ahead and start college by taking the prerequisites and getting as much as you can. So in addition to that, most students can't attend college, even if they're admitted, unless they also take care of their financial aid. 4 out of every 5 students here at Bluefield State receives some form of financial aid and needs it in order to attend. So we do enable students to receive millions of dollars, the student body, of various types of financial aid, whether it's grants, which you never have to pay back, that's largely based upon your family's financial situation, or whether it's work study, which allows you to have a job on campus and earn money typically at minimum wage, which you earn it, so you keep it and never have to pay it back. It's your money, which is unlike loans, which is the general other option for financial aid. And to be sure, if the difference between you obtaining a degree and not is an educational loan, then we certainly recommend that you take that loan. Never more than you need, but enough to take care of the expenses while you are completing a degree, especially a degree like rad tech or imaging science, which is so not just simply needed, but is usually a strong element of personal success for our students. We also offer, of course, scholarships. You can find our scholarship application at bluefieldState.edu/scholarships. That's with an S on the end. And there are 3 broad categories of scholarships that you can earn. One are what we typically call academic scholarships. Those scholarships are based on your high school GPA, if you're a high school student, or if that's as far as your education's gone so far. We also base it on the GPA of your transfer of all your transfer colleges, if you're transferring at least 32 credit hours. And that those combined with your ACT or SAT scores will generate a scholarship for you should you qualify. All you have to do that is apply for admission and make sure that we have your transcripts and your test scores. There's nothing else you have to fill out in order to apply for that scholarship. Other scholarships, which you do have to take an extra step on, one is called the Foundation or Leadership Scholarships. And you can go to the website I mentioned earlier, bluefieldState.edu/scholarships, and that's one of the choices there. It requires a short essay, but we have quite a collection of foundation scholarships set up by the friends and alumni of Bluefield State College. And that's a great opportunity because it's not just about your GPA or your test scores. There's scholarships for people from particular counties or particular high schools, or who are pursuing a particular career, or people who've been engaged in community volunteerism. So please go there and make sure that you fill that out. The deadline to do that for priority consideration is April 1. And then finally, we now have an honors college at Bluefield State, and that's an option as well that you should review, and that opportunity can be explored at the scholarship page as well. So between financial aid, which is generally granted by the in form of a grant, work study, or a loan from the federal and state governments, because that includes things like the Promise Scholarship if you're in West Virginia, or the Higher Education Grant Program in West Virginia, in addition to all the federal programs. The scholarship programs, those are opportunities that make it possible for us to give financial aid to 4 out of every 5 students. So please take care of that. For financial aid, the federal and state aid, go to fafsa.gov, not .com, not .org, .gov, to make sure you have the right web address, and fill that out. You can do that right now. It's open right now for both spring 2021, that starts in January, or fall 2021, which starts in August. Don't wait, start it now. So we do have another question here, and one of my colleagues has provided some answers to it. I'm going to read out the question, and I'll read out the answer from Ms. Johnson, and then if the faculty would like to chime in, they're welcome to as well. So the question was, I'm applying for the Rad Tech program this semester. I have not but plan on taking chemistry, biology, spring next semester. Will I still be able to be accepted to start the program in second summer 2021? Also, is Health 101 required or recommended? Jennifer's responded that, oh, and Dr. Lambert's responding as well, but I'd like to get it on the video record as well. So if one of the faculty members would like to make a response there.
I'll respond. This is Mrs. Hay. The chemistry we have done previously because of the way high schools went with that schedule before. I don't know that we have allowed the students to do chemistry and biology in that spring semester. I'm not opposed to it. Just don't think that's something we've done before. So we may need to discuss that. But chemistry, yes. And if it is the biology as well, your file would be reviewed, and if you were admitted, it would be conditional based on you obtaining a C or better in the chemistry and or the biology in that spring semester. You would have to start doing a lot of things and make sure that you got that C or better. The Health 101 is a general studies requirement for a bachelor's degree. It is not required for the associate degree. If you were going to go on and get the BS Imaging Science, yes, it would be. I guess my question, Ashley, is are you in high school right now, or are you out of high school and just coming to college?
She says that she's completed her GED.
Okay.
And yes, I think if
Okay.
the biology
So
would,
we would do
Right.
what, Dr. Lambert?
the biology would fall in the same category as the chemistry, as long as it was completed with that C or better. She would be, her file would be,
Additional.
right.
Okay.
So yes, go ahead and apply, and we will and we'll review everything, but make sure you get into that course in the spring with your advisor at Bluefield State. And if you're not already a student at Bluefield State,
She is.
either wherever you are, okay, then your advisor needs to know that you need to take Intro to Chemistry and a biology course in the spring semester.
Thank you. Any other questions for faculty?
Dr. Underwood, one other thing on that note is don't wait to see how you're doing on those grades. Applications are available now through December 15th. So go ahead and apply to the program, and it'll just be noted that you have those courses in progress. So just, because if you wait to apply, then your application will not be reviewed.
Very good. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. Well, I want to thank the faculty and Dr. Lewis and other staff members, Ms. Johnson, for being here tonight and for participating. And I want to thank our current and potential students for your attendance at the open house. We like to say that Bluefield College is more than a place to simply earn a degree. We'll teach you how to become a true scholar here. And you'll learn to create and discover your best self, and you'll really be joining a family that will challenge you academically, but will always provide you with the tools to support your success, to succeed in those challenges and go further. We look forward to serving, guiding, mentoring, and teaching you the next generation of Bluefield State leaders. Thank you all very much. Let us know if we can help along the way, and good night and take care.